What is going on, everybody? My name is Drew Brownkin. I just want to do I guess it's quick. It's not really going to be quick, but I just want to talk about Night of Champions, which was last night for those of you who did not know. If you missed it, I don't know whether to say it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I suppose you could have watched it. It was worth watching. But I just want to talk about Night of Champions really quick because a lot happened. A lot happened, and a lot of it surprised all of us in the WWE. So before I actually get on with the results and my take on it, WWE was doing a poll throughout the night about the best champions, the greatest champion of all time, like United States, Tag Team, WWE, World Heavyweight, and so on and so forth. And they had a lot of choices. So for the WWE Championship, they had Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Cena, Punk, and Triple H. World Heavyweight Champion Booker T, Edge, Undertaker, Ric Flair, and Batista. IC Champion, which is Intercontinental, Chris Jericho, Mr. Perfect, the Honky Tonk Man, Ravishing Rick Rude, and Pat Patterson. The greatest United States Champion of all time, Sting, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Sergeant Slaughter, Holly Race, Bobo Brazil. Tag Team Champions D-Generation X, Legion of Doom, Heart Foundation, and British Bulldogs. The Wild Samoans, and the greatest Divas or Women's Champion of all time, Trish Stratus, Lita, the fabulous Moolah. For those of you who do not know, you should go watch some of her stuff, I guess. Fabulous Moolah, Michelle McCool, and Wendy Richer. And my choices for each of these categories, I tweeted this out on Twitter, that WWE Championship will go, or the greatest WWE Champion will go to Stone Cold, World Heavyweight Undertaker, United States Sergeant Slaughter, Intercontinental Chris Jericho, Women's Trish, Tag Heart Foundation, and did I miss one? I think I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. No, that's right. Okay. So it sounded like there was like 6 or something, but it wasn't. So once again, my choices were Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWE, Undertaker for the World Heavyweight, United States Sergeant Slaughter, Intercontinental Jericho, Women's Trish, and Tag Heart Foundation. This is what the so-called WWE Universe chose. So, for the Divas Champion, greatest of all time was Trish Stratus. That's right. She's actually one of the greatest divas of all time in the WWE. So, she deserves it. I'll be honest. Greatest Tag Team Champions of all time, D-Generation X, and I don't really agree with this 100% because throughout time, I did not see D-Generation X go for the Tag Team Championships. I really feel that the Heart Foundation should have won that category, or at least Legion of Doom. You know, one of those two teams should have won that one in that category. Greatest United States Champion of all time, WWE Universe chose Sting. I don't know why Sting. Sergeant Slaughter was actually really good United States Champion. Even Bobo Brazil. If you guys don't know who he is, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, really Sting. I don't think so. Like personally, I don't think so. Maybe you think so. I don't know. I think they only chose that because they want to see Sting back in WWE. But for the most part, I would choose either Slaughter or even Bobo Brazil. But nobody knows who Bobo Brazil is, so they didn't vote for him. Intercontinental, I agree with this one. Chris Jericho. I think he has held the most Intercontinental champions of all time. So he's actually a really good IC championship. If you want to, you should watch some of his matches when he defended the Intercontinental Championship, and they were really good matches. Greatest heavyweight champion of all time. For some reason, I don't know why, these people chose Booker T. Let that sink in for your mind for a minute. Booker T. Why? What the hell? Like honestly, personally, I would rather Edge or Undertaker. Edge had 22%, Undertaker had 21%, Booker T went with 38%, which is a ripoff, honestly. Undertaker, man. Undertaker or Edge, one of the two. I would be happy. Mainly Undertaker. And greatest WWE champion of all time was Hulk Hogan, which is stupid because Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, was like the greatest WWE champion ever. Okay, ever. If not, I would choose CM Punk. CM Punk held the title for 434 days. The longest reign in the modern era. So that's the WWE's decision. I don't agree with all of it. I agree with Chris Jericho being greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, and Trish Stratus being the greatest Divas champion of all time, but all the others I disagree. And let this sink in for a minute that this is forever. Okay, this is greatest champion of all time, and you people chose Sting, D-Generation X, Booker T, and Hulk Hogan. I don't know what's wrong with you people. So that's the poll that went out through the night. I gave my take, and I gave you guys what WWE, the WWE Universe decided. But moving on, I want to talk about the matches. So the first match was the kickoff match on YouTube live stream. It was Primetime Players, Usos, Tons of Funk, Real Americans, and 3MB. They competed in a tag team style gauntlet match. So the first team would go in, second team, whoever wins that advances to face the next team, and so on and so forth. I was really expecting the Usos to win this one. Fortunately, they did not. The Primetime Players won this one, which is stupid because if Usos had won this, it would have fit in perfectly with the little feud the Shield and the Usos had going on. But I don't know why, I do not know how, but the Primetime Players won. And talking about that tag team match, the Shield won, which I'm really happy about. I personally, I want to see the Shield take on the Usos. That, to me personally, that would be a better that would be a better feud in the WWE. Next match was Intercontinental Championship. Curtis Axel, I messed up his name. Curtis Axel versus Kofi Kingston. Everybody forgot about this match. It was not made until like the first couple minutes of Night of Champions. To be honest, I don't even remember who is the United States Champion. I don't remember who the Intercontinental Champion is until people told me on Twitter. That's how much nobody cares about the title. If I don't even remember, if people who watch WWE for a long time don't even remember who the champions are. But either way, Curtis Axel versus Kofi Kingston. Curtis Axel won this one, and let me mark this out real quick. I forgot to point this out at the beginning of the video. There's 6 championships being defended throughout the night. 6, right? I don't even know. Whatever. There's 6 championships being defended throughout the night, and my prediction on Twitter was that all 6 champions would retain. And then I'll talk about a little bit about that throughout the video, or at the end of the video, I should say. But Intercontinental Championship was retained. Curtis Axel still champion. The next match was AJ Lee, my love, versus Natalya, Naomi, and Brie Bella. AJ won this match. I'm happy. That makes it 2 out of 6. And personally, I wanted to see AJ hold the title. Being a fan of AJ, I wanted to see her with the title for a very long time. I'm not like saying, oh, I want her to be champion because of story reasons. I want her to be champion because I fucking love her. So hopefully AJ Lee holds the championship for a little bit longer. I would like to see that. I don't want to see her lose it like at WWE Battleground. I don't even know what the fuck that pay-per-view is. I don't want to see her lose it soon. I want her to hold it for a little longer. But yeah, so AJ Lee somehow won in that Fatal 4-Way. By the way, if you guys didn't notice, Brie Bella covered Naomi. Yeah, Natalya threw Brie on top of Naomi and the ref did not count. And the whole world freaked out. Everybody on Twitter, everybody in the crowd was like, "Ref, what are you doing?" It was the funniest thing ever. Even I was freaking out because I'm like, okay, wow, well, Brianna should have won that a while ago. But Natalya ended up doing a double sharpshooter, which was terrible because she waited too long to do it. If you guys watched Night of Champions, she stood there for like 10 minutes just looking at the crowd, thinking of what to do next. Like, it's like she forgot her script. So it was funny, but it was nice seeing AJ Lee win with the Black Widow. Next match was Rob Van Dam versus the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio. This match ended in a disqualification due to Alberto Del Rio. He held, I believe he held the arm breaker past the time limit, the 5-second count when someone grabs the ropes. But at the end of the night, he got his ass kicked. Ricardo Rodriguez suggested for RVD to do the Van Terminator, and he did, and it was awesome. It was the first one in like 10 years or something. So it was nice seeing the Van Terminator make a little return into the WWE. Hopefully he does that to Alberto Del Rio. That was just epic. That like blew my mind. And speaking about Ricardo Rodriguez, everybody was expecting a heel turn or just a normal turn on Rob Van Dam. And we did not see that. Everybody on Twitter is like, Is he gonna turn? Is Ricardo turning on him or what? But turns out he didn't. That was a little bit disappointing. The next match was The Miz versus Fandango. And this match was boring. I did not watch it. I mean, of course, I watched it, but I didn't really care for it. I was just on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But if one thing, I've had to point out one thing about that match, it was commentary. Lawler and no, not Lawler, Layfield, JBL, and Michael Cole were entertaining throughout that commentary throughout the match, and I liked it. So the next match was Paul Heyman and Curtis Axel versus CM Punk, which was made into a no disqualification match at the beginning of Night of Champions. This match was very, very surprising. Nobody saw this coming. So for those of you who do not know, I'm just going to spoil it. Ryback came out and just fucked up CM Punk. He speared him through the setup table that Curtis Axel set up in the corner of the ring. Speared him right through it. Drags Paul Heyman on top of CM Punk. It's in the record books forever. Paul Heyman defeated CM Punk. And at the end of the match, Ryback picked up Paul Heyman and walked to the back. Probably the catering, I don't know. Everybody goes to catering. Big Show owns catering. So that happened, and we all flipped. I flipped. I like screamed. I was like, "What?" So that happened. Next match, United States Champion Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. Dean Ambrose retained this match. It was actually a good match. I liked it. I don't have much to say about it, but I like that match. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler, fantastic. I give that match, I'd say an A-, maybe a B+. So that happened. So we're at 4 out of 6 for retaining the titles. Next match was The Shield, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus the Primetime Players, who won the number 1 contender match during the Night of Champions kickoff. Happy that the Shield retained because the Primetime Players do not deserve the tag team titles. Usos deserve it more. They've worked harder and longer than the Primetime Players, and so and also my prediction was still going on. I liked it. 5 out of 6. And then this happened. Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton WWE Championship, and this match was so boring. Okay, there's a lot of people that may defend, "Oh my god, that match was awesome. All the other matches suck." Well, you don't know shit about WWE. You probably started watching like 3 years ago. But to be just generally speaking, that match is boring, in my opinion at least. The match was boring. The way it ended was stupid because they fucked up the story. Daniel Bryan defeated Randy Orton. I believe he won with the Yes Lock, right? Yes Lock? Or was it the knee? I don't remember exactly. But Daniel Bryan is WWE Champion, quote unquote face of the WWE now, which was stupid because the way I saw it, Daniel Bryan would lose at Night of Champions. Randy Orton is still champion. Randy Orton and Triple H and Stephanie, quote unquote, dominate the WWE with the heel side until Royal Rumble, where Cena returns and then quote unquote saves the WWE. Cena's champion. He's once again face of the WWE. Triple H's plan is spoiled and everything is normal. That's how I imagined everything from here on out to like the Royal Rumble to plan out. That's what I had in mind. And personally, when I think about it, I should work for Creative, WWE Creative, because whoever decided that Daniel Bryan would win that match should be fired immediately, because that was fucking stupid. So that's pretty much a Night of Champions recap. I also gave my little take on the matches and whatnot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I might do one for WWE Battleground. I'm starting to think about doing WWE videos again. Like, I don't want to say WWE videos, but I mean like pay-per-view recaps or just talk or whatever. I'm thinking about doing those again. I used to do them last year and a little bit throughout this past year, but we'll see. I just wanted to do this video in particular because I just wanted to talk about the story of the WWE, the outcomes and whatnot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like rating. 15 minutes, holy shit, did not expect that. But I'll try to make these shorter next time. We'll see. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. My name is Drew Brown Kid, and I will see you guys later. Have a good day.